Why am I doing this to myself? Because it's funny. Because it's funny. Hi. Hi, people. Hi, the people on the screen. On the screen. It should work. The 425. So actually, it's not updating. Okay, in 13 seconds. Let's see. I have a plugin on the software on the browser. I have a plugin on the browser that automatically updates it every like 15 seconds. You can see when it changes. Let's see. It should just look off for a bit. Background music is Yumetsuki Dream Exploration relaxing music mix with ambiance. Huh. 9, 8, 7, 6. Is it every 30 seconds? Trying to make sure this works while I'm streaming. Because it doesn't... It was working earlier. It's weird. Oh well. Oh well, it's fine. It's whatever. Whatever. I'll just manually check in. Okay. Just have the page open here. Or I could have this here. Okay. A love episode about Neon Cat would be cool. It just would have to talk about NFT stuff. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool if the Love Web episode about Homestuck got you into reading Homestuck, even if you didn't finish, it's fine. It's cool. It's cool. It's like a giant thing to get into. I don't want to wait too long before starting reading because there's a lot to go through. Cause it's weird and random, it's the greatest fandom. I could have this here. What about... I'm trying to... It's fine. It's fine. I'll just manually check in with the plushie page to see if there's anything new. Because last time the number was at like 412, and it was like a very unfortunate number to end on because, you know, 413 is a funny Homestuck number. And then like 5 minutes after I stop the stream, it goes from 412 to like 414. Like, it just... I don't think 415 was meant to be. Okay. Let's go. Let me pull this up. Homestuck. We were here. Plushies here. I'm frustrated. I wish I could have the ow. I spent so much time. I mean, didn't spend that much time, but I thought it would work, but it doesn't work. Darn. Darn. Gosh darn. I'll have to take care of I'll like reset up this later. Like after this stream. I don't think I'll be reading like 426, so spin. Flash spin. One more page. Okay. I'll start. So we were on this page. Mr. John Egbert has installed this bird beta, which is a weird game that he received in the mail. What the fuck is this? John, bone up on data structures. You go to your closet where you keep a lot of clothes and an array of handy computer programming guides. John, read data structures book. Right, I'm trying to read everything. No skipping. I think my rage just crapped its pants. Funny uncle. Data structures for assholes. By Buckminster's Funny Uncle. Your ignorance just made me throw up a little. Get a clue, you computer illiterate piece of shit. Free motors. Free fetch motors and back. Up. You're not sure you really want to get into this huge tome. It looks really boring and kind of ordinary. I don't know what that means. Maybe you'll just check out that free modus instead. John, get free fetch modus. I could use the arrow keys to navigate this. Yeah, that's comfy. Q. Return to the back inside cover, where a free fetch modus is included in a plastic sleeve. This one is dictated by the logic of a Q data structure operating in a first in, first out method rather than first in, last out method of stack. John, apply fetch modus to Citadex. Items capture log in your Citadex are no longer immediately accessible. You can only use the item on the bottom card. You must wait for items on upper cards to be pushed back to it. For instance, a red package is now inaccessible. You can only use a razor at the moment. Okay, let me think about this. What's happening? So now the inventory system makes it so instead of the first card that's available to use, it's the last card that's available to use. So I can swear. I'll swear as much as I want. Shit. Fuck. I'm not 12 anymore. Okay, so John switch back to stack modus. You suddenly wonder if this is even possible. You don't even remember if you ever had a physical card for stack modus. You find this all to be a little abstract and you'd prefer not to think about it too much. So I guess John needs like a little card. He needs a little card to like modify his inventory. John, put razor down. Put it down? You're not quite sure you understand. John, pick up 2 items. You capture log one of the cakes. You finally found a use for all these loitering pastries. Dead weight. John, get other cake. Oh? So he picked up the cake and now in the last card the razor flew away. Second cake caused the razor to launch out the front of your Citadel. Oh, good lord, that beautiful face! You wish the razor would have failed to launch. John, get more stuff. John, what are you doing? Stop messing around. You open your magic chest and catalog one of your favorite books of all time. Wise Guy by Mike Caveney. There goes the fresh towel. John, might as well grab those cuffs. John, what are you doing? Stop grabbing stuff. You're launching stuff everywhere. Take the trick handcuffs, expelling the PDA like a bullet. Oh, god damn it. Okay, so the thing flew out of away from the window. John, open up the package. The Manon Plushie is very soft. It's soft. It's soft, it's squishy, it's hamburger. You can hold it with their little paws. Their little paws. They have little paws on the side and you can like pinch them with your fingers. You can spin them around like life could be a dream monkey thing. That one meme, I guess, where you spin it. Spin the monkey. I don't know. People all know what I'm talking about. Okay. It's not edible. It's not edible. It's very hamburger. It's very burger, but it's not edible. Examine the package. It is one of your internet chums. It's bound in packing tape though. You'll need something sharp to open it. Ah, of course, the razor. It's also simple. You wonder why you didn't. John, get a razor. Oh. John, pick up the package again. This is like a mess. Let's take this from the top. John, capture log glass shards. What are you doing? You're throwing everything out of your inventory, John. You take 3 glass shards in quick successions and duck for cover. Your Citadel rains devastation on your room from above. Now that your cards are packed with glass, you probably don't want to do that again anytime soon. Should probably go get that stuff before you forget. John, use razor on a red package. You open the package, there is something suspicious inside. Something suspiciously dirty and smelly. It's a stuffed bunny! Much like the one held hostage briefly by Malkovich Cyrus, the virus, while taunting hard luck protagonist Cameron Poe. Wow. And strikingly similar to the one scooped up from the suit of a burning Vegas trip by Cage's Poe and offered to his daughter. I have struggled reading, by the way. Just throwing this out there for anyone new. A gesture symbolic of tattered exterior surrounding a heart of gold. Poe wasn't much to look at, but he was a good man. But no, it is not nearly like a bunny. According to this note of authenticity, it is the very same bunny. This is so awesome. John, check status of Obscured Beta. It looks like the computer is trying to get your attention. John, look at the monitor. Do not kick Manon like the cheat from Homestar Runner. You can get the cheat from Homestar Runner on their own. If you want, you could get the Manon Plushie with like Homestar Runner plushies, and you can like act out the middle of an episode. I think it's a really cute idea, actually. Like people playing with the Manon plushie, be like, "Oh, I'm gonna make an episode about this thing that I like." Okay. Spurb host is attempting to connect with you. Oh yeah, this is a Spurb client. TT. TT is sending messages to our John boy. It looks like you managed to retrieve the beta. Excellent. I'm going to try to connect. Wow, okay, but I just got the most awesome present. The rabbit? So sweet! I've heard tales of this wretched creature often. Its Homeric legend is practically ensconced in the fold of my personal mythology by now. Ha 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 ha, what? Why don't we focus on the matter at hand? Oh, the game, okay. I don't really know how this works. What am I even looking at here? You are running the client application. I am running the server, so I am the host user. I have established a connection with you. This is sufficient for us to play the game. Oh, okay then. Why don't we get started? John, press enter. Ooh. Okay, before I start this, flashing lights warning, flashing lights warning, flashing lights warning, flashing lights warning. You got that? Okay. Look away while the music is playing if you have flashing lights. You should. Ooh, that was really cool. I'm tapping my knuckles together. Suburban Jungle is so good. It's such a good track. Michael Guy Bowman. Michael Guy Bowman. Michael Guy Bowman. In case you don't know, who made this from Homestuck in 29, I guess 29. No, 2009. This is the guy who also made the intro for Love Web, you know, the remix of Get Your Spin Now You're in the Techno Set, You're Going Surfing on the Internet. That's him. He did that. That's so cool. This will always be really cool. It's always gonna be cool. I remember like posting on like the internet on social media, like, hey, we're looking for like, I guess, people to commission like intros for Love Web, like jingles, and you just like send me a message of like, yeah, you can like buy me a pizza and I'll do it. Like that's always like a funny little story, I guess, that stuck out to me. Just really, really awesome musician that I like a lot. Just messaging me like, yeah, I can do it for like a pizza. And that's the story of the Love Web intro. Also, the glasses on the Manon Plushie are removable. They are removable. We can finally see how Manon looks like without their glasses. And also, if you want to know Manon's favorite troll, they actually answered that on their Tumblr blog. You can like find it if you look it up. I believe in you. You can look it up yourself. I don't need to link it. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Mouse over interface buttons. Select, revise, deploy, Fernalia registry, Prist cache, explore Athenium, alchemy excursus. Yes, all words, many words that I understand. I don't think I can do anything else. TT, select magic chest. Oh, that's the card. That's the inventory card. TT, zoom out. So now TT has access to John's John's house. TT dropped the chest. Whoa, what are you doing? Sorry, just getting a feel for the controls. Is my magic chest on the roof now? Yes. Hmm. I will try to be more careful next time. John, get the card. Joy. Joy. You find your missing stack fetch modus and quickly reapply it to the Syllax. You can now opt for either the stack or queue modus anytime. You toggle between your fetch modi with gleeful abandon. So now, like, John has upgraded his inventory, so I can, like, you basically can have access to the top or the bottom of his inventory. It's like switching between like access to the top or access to the to the bottom. Okay. I try to like explain what I understand because I know when I was reading this for the first time I was like I didn't understand anything. Looks like your dad is leaving again for more baking supplies. Relieved to have the house for yourself again, only for a few minutes. Just hope he doesn't notice the magic chest on the roof or all that shit you threw out the window, for that matter. Chi-Chi, select stuff in the yard. Select stuff in yard and move it back into room. Beep boop. Hey, do you think you could do me a favor? Can you grab all that stuff outside my broken window and bring it to me? I'll give it a shot. Thanks. No luck. It appears to be out of range. I'm guessing it is too far away from you, the player. Aww. GT, select John. You cannot select a player. John observes a meddlesome cursor. GT, select Bunny. TT, put the bunny back in the box. Look at his smile, look. He's so happy. Look on the here. Joy. Joy. TT, revise room. Ooh. TT, open Fernalia registry. Ooh. Items. TT, deploy totem Laffy. Totem leaf. Ooh. John, examine totem leaf. Mysterious. You don't know what the heck this thing does, but it sure looks neat. TT, open grist cache. Ooh. It seems expanding the dimensions of your room costs us some build grists, but deploying the laugh did not appear to incur any expenses. It looks like certain object of freebies, probably to help you set up your game. Wow, okay. What do they do? I think it's up to you to find out. All I can do is drop stuff in your house and move it around, apparently. How do I move stuff around? It sounds fun. I don't think you can as the client. You will need to install the server application. You should have received both in separate envelopes. I am running both on my computer right now. What? Did you get another envelope in the mail? No. Once you install the server and establish a connection, I'm sure you will be able to manipulate my environment in the same manner. Are you sure you didn't get it? Oh man, I think I might know where it is. It's in the car! Now that your room is bigger, why don't you move to the far corner? I will extend the range of the cursor so I can reach the items, which you threw out the window for some reason. Good idea. What have you been what have you been doing in here afternoon anyway? Just fussing with my salad eggs. My stupid salad eggs. But I think I have it under control now. What modus do you use? I like to use trees. Uh-oh, that sounds so awkward. It's not exceptionally practical, but I think they are, like, elegant. John, stand in the corner. Also, so by the way, Manon's pronouns are strictly they, them. Just saying. Just saying. Between you and me, yeah. TT, deploy crux shooter. Ooh. TT, deploy alchemiter. Why is the floor shaking? Are you dropping more stuff in my house? Yes, 2 more large gizmos. Sweet! What's with all these big contraptions? If I had to guess, they appear to facilitate a sort of system involving punch cards alchemy. Ah, to what end? I mean, are we supposed to be doing... What are we supposed to be doing in this game? That remains to be seen. Maybe you could go investigate? John, get PDA. I think my chat is broken on my end. Let me double check something. Okay, no, quite. Stream settings. Manon Plushie is doing fine. I have a weird setup. Okay. John, get PDA. Serious business. The following matter have been submitted in a frank and forthright matter. Pipe fan 413 judicious appraisal. Gray slag 66. Right, no, it starts here. Nude counsel on removing coffee from necktie. Incident occurred 45 seconds ago. Beverage essence rapidly settling into fabric. PLE lab on incident. Was posturing unevenly to reach for hat on wall hook. Tip of tie slipped in open mouth of pot. Duration of dunk approximately 3 seconds. Photographic documentation of incident. Use ballpoint pen to roll up tip of cloth. Extract pen. Press roll cloth against ceramic surface, e.g. restroom sink. In future, reconsider repositioning hat hook and or coffee pot. Decided to return home for fresh tie. Soiled tie will be laundered immediately upon return. I don't think I've ever bothered to read what's on the PDA. Okay. Grab the PDA, switching back to a stack modus, so it is immediately accessible. The interface is oddly sterile, no hilarious clown wallpapers or anything like that. Oops, you mean eloquent wallpapers. The serious business application is open. Seems your dad uses it to keep tabs on various acquaintances. His fellow street performers, maybe? You guess the performing arts must be pretty serious business after all. It's serious business, just like the internet. The internet is serious business. John, install Pastor Chum. That should be useful. Now you can keep tabs on your chum while you wander around the house. John, go to balcony. Hey, I'm out on the balcony now. I am messaging you from my dad's PDA. The one you threw into the yard. No, I am telling you. I jumped out of my cell legs like a frightened weasel. What were you doing with it in the first place? I am not sensing a lot of regards for the personal property of others. Is this how your pent up frustrations of your father manifest itself? What? No. Those were all accidents. Please take your psycho babble elsewhere, miss. The bathroom is a mess. Did you do that too? Oh man, see, this isn't cool. All this snooping nonsense. There's a cake in the toilet. Yes, there is. I'm tempted to clear enough for you. Okay, if that will satisfy your weird OCD complex, then go ahead. My obsessive compulsive disorder complex? Can a disorder also be a complex? In your case, probably. Sounds complicated. Anyway, I'm going to have a look at this enormous platformery thing you put on the balcony. John, examine alchemeter in a cautious manner. You have no idea what to do with this thing. You can't find any controls for it. Having exhausted all other possibilities, just decide to stand on it. This isn't very cautious of you, actually. John, look through the telescope. John, don't look at the sun directly, no. No, don't do that. It is a clear sunny day, nothing out of the ordinary to report. At least not beyond the walls of your own home. TT grabbed the soiled toilet. Ooh. Oops. Oops, what? Amazing. What was that noise? Is this something I should go investigate? No, I have it under control. You can keep playing with your telescope. John, investigate. No. I think I can patch it up. Just give me a little space. Why don't you go have a look at the crux shooter? The what? The thing I put in your living room. John, hop down the hall. You jump down to the utility room. John, get sledgehammer and cart. Ooh. Now John has a new hammer weapon. You take the sledgehammer and the capsular card, combine the two, and quickly apply it to your strike specimens. I think it's cool that things don't always have to be a federal fucking issue. It looks like another one of your chum is pestering you on your PDA. Also, yeah, most Homestuck fans are like, Hugh Homestuck. But you know, I understand why. It's complicated. Oh, I love Homestuck. Oh, I hate Homestuck. I don't remember. What did I do her voice? I mean, she has like a very high-pitched voice. John, did you get my package? Oh, hey, not yet. Darn, are you sure? It wasn't a green box. Oh, it's in my dad's car. It's still out at the store. He should be back soon. Great, so what are you up to today? I am up to my neck with the spurb stuff. TT is making a total mess of my house. Lol, what's spurb? Oh, it's this game. It's okay, I guess. I'm still figuring it out. Whoa, what was that? That was what? There was a loud noise outside my house. It sounded like an explosion. Wow, really? I will go outside and look. Oh man, alright, but be careful, okay? I will. Smiley. John, might as well check out the crux tutor. Oh hell no, you put this thing in front of the door? There's a door here? Yeah. I didn't see it. I just thought it would fit nicely into that groove. You mean you thought it was elegant? Oh well, what do I do with this thing? Hello? What are you doing up there now? Ah, fuck. John, examine the wheel on the crux extruder. When you turn the wheel, something seems to be pushing up from underneath the lead. Lid, not the lead. But you aren't strong enough to make the lead come off. TT, put bathtub in driveway. Connection lost. On the tab's journey to the driveway, the connection is interrupted. John, call TT. You can see me, right? Tell me what is wrong with this picture. Sorry, I keep losing the wireless signal. Must be the weather. I would look for a stronger signal in another part of the house, but I'd rather not risk an encounter with my mother. I battled through a cloud of skin and derision once already this evening. Ah, yeah, I hear you. Yes, cake, gestures, unfollowing love and support. Quite a road to hoe there. Though I suppose I'm complicit for not informing social services about your situation. I know. What are you doing? What about going outside? Maybe you could catch a neighbor's signal? That presents the same problem. So it's raining, remember? And dark. It's dark already? Yes, the sun has already had its way for us. The sun has already had its way for us here on the East Coast. Its lurid gray has moved on to younger time zones. Haha, okay. John, hit crux extruder with a sledgehammer. Need some help? Whoa. Flashing lights warning again? What is this thing? And what is that clock counting down to? I've been looking at the game FAQ, GameFAQ walkthroughs to figure out this stuff out. Hold on while I read further. Okay. All these walkthroughs are extremely short, not progress much further at this point. Weird. Well, I mean, it is a new game. True. Now that the lid is off, you will need to extrude some crooksite. John, turn the wheel again. You extrude one crooksite dowel. John, get crooksite. I feel like we should be hurrying. The countdown is making me nervous. John? Well, your PDA is trapped under the crooksite now, isn't it? Anyway, it looks like you're going to need this card too. TT, deploy pre-punched card. Oh. A shard of glass is expelled from the deck and maims the Harlequin doll. John, capture log fanciful Harlequins. John, what are you doing? Stop it creeping random things in your house. What happened? Oh, two shards flew from the two shards flew from the inventory and slashed the doll. You take two fanciful Harlequins. The additional useless fright pushes your PDA to the last card, then switch to the Q modus so you can access the PDA. No more glass sharpnel flies from the deck. This thing keeps following me around. I think it's trying to talk to me or something. That is probably the kernel sprite. It apparently needs to be prototyped. Twice, actually. Whatever the hell that means. These walkthroughs are horrendously written. Okay. Well, you're the one with the cursor, so just do whatever you think is the right thing to do. Also, fix my bathroom. TT dropped maimed Harlequin into kernel sprite. Ugh. kernel sprite has been prototyped with the Harlequin ball. I still can't understand his things gobbledygook. That was only tier 1 prototyping. There's still another tier to the prototyping success process, which for all we know merely advances this entity to increasingly esoteric states of linguistics. The clock is ticking, we don't have time for this asinine tomfoolery, this unmitigated poppycock, extravagant hogwash. Okay, stop. Stop typing whatever silly thing you're typing. I'm going upstairs to the big platform thingy. The alchemiter? Huh? Try to learn the lingo. John, use pre-punched card with the alchemiter. There's no slot for a card anywhere to be found on the alchemiter. The kernel sprite follows you upstairs. TT, explore Athenium. Acquiring a crookside dowel seems to have populated the Athenium with one item. A perfectly generic object. John, capture log telescope. You threw your PDA out by equipping something. Damn. Also, it wasn't just Toby Fox. Like in the unofficial Homestuck collection software that I'm using, you can see the credits of who made the music, and it's not Toby Fox. You snatched the telescope from its tripod. Who knows, it might be useful, but more importantly, it pushes a crude side to the last card, making it available for tinkering. The PDA is predictably jettisoned into the yard, over the neighbor's fence. John, put crook sight on weird pattern on alchemiter. Place a crook sight dowel on the alchemiter's small pedestal. Something is happening. Huh! The machine is working. You set the alchemiter to cast 3 perfectly generic objects, for some reason, expending a total of 6 units of build grist. These things are completely useless. What a waste. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice there's something in the sky. John, switch modus and use telescope to inspect the sky. You switch back to the stack modus and get a closer look at your telescope. Whatever it is, your kernel sprite seems particularly agitated about it. Uh-oh. You're no astronomer, but its trajectory looks especially add-on with your current perspective. This is a troubling development. I love the art style of Homestuck so much. Like, especially when it's drawn like that. I love it. John, high five kernel sprite. You figure you left him hanging long enough. John, attempt to ingest a unit of built grist. It is tempting because they strongly resemble rocking blue raspberry gushers. However, units of built grist are a gaming abstraction and do not seem to exist on a physical plane. There is apparently no crisis swim in it that will deter you from contemplating idiotic and frivolous actions. Your dad is getting home. John, what did you do with your PDA this time? I'm working on a bathroom, but we are running low on build grist. TT, right bathroom. It would be so extremely hyped to have like a Deltarune Penumbra Phantasm, you have no idea. It would be so hype. It would be so hype. John, run to your room and contact TT through Pastor Chum. The two chums have been trying to message you. John, answer chums. I'm working on a bathroom, but we are running low on build grist. Oh man, who cares about the bathroom? That doesn't mean you're heading for my house. I see. Do you suppose it has anything to do with the game? I don't know. Maybe. What did I do? I think it's very likely. Ugh. The walkthrough is vaguely suggests an impending threat before the end. The already poorly constructed sentences become even more curt and ambiguous, as if written hastily and with a sense of alarm. Actually, the dedication to updating the walkthroughs under such circumstances is admirable. Wow, fascinating. Hmm. If the meteor is a game construct, I think the only thing to do is to proceed and try to solve the dilemma on the game's terms. Try using the Laffy? I don't know. It says you can use a card on it, but isn't more specific than that. Okay, I'll do that. Really, it is a labor to read this drivel. If I read any more, my brain will need to be spoon-fed from a jar while I blow spit bubbles in a high chair. I think I will write my own walkthrough. That is, after we make sure you don't die. I heard you got the box. I hope you appreciate my heroic fatherly perseverance in getting it to you. My rough and tumble dirty wife beaterly sort of way. I hope you appreciate how many non-talent douchers had their mitts on that bunny before you. It's like a grubby baton, some huge douchebag marathon. Hey, where are you? Oh man, the bunny was awesome. I don't think I have time to talk. I'm playing Spur, but it's kind of a nightmare. JT is breaking everything in my house. Dude, I told you to steer clear of that game. For that matter, you should probably wash your hands of flighty broads and their snarky horse shit altogether. And now there's a meteor coming, and I'm not even joking about that. It's like a big meteor or comet or something in the sky heading right for my house. Oh man, how big is it? I don't know. Big, I guess. I gotta go. We'll talk later if I'm still alive and the Earth isn't blown up. Like the size of Texas versus Rhode Island. They're always throwing around this geographical comparison to give us a sense of scale, like it really means anything to us. But it's like it doesn't matter. It's always just like, wow, that's pretty fucking big. Like, Mr. President, there's a meteor coming. Sir, yeah, oh yeah? How big is it? It's like the size of Texas, sir. Oh shit. Or, how big is it? It's like the size of New York City, sir. Oh shit. Sir, I'm afraid the size of the comet is the size of your mom's dick. Oh snap. Sir, are you familiar with Jupiter? You mean like planet? Yeah. Yeah, it's like that big, sir. That sounds pretty big. I have a question. Is it Jupiter? Yes, sir. Earth is literally under siege by planet fucking Jupiter. Oh shit. Anyway, later. John, use pre-punch card on totem of these discussions are like so real. Real. John, use pre-punch card on totem left. Leafy. You slip a pre-punch card into a slot on the totem lefty. Above the tool arm deploys a configuration of chisels. Now I just need something to Lafe. I have no idea how to pronounce this. John, take crude side to totem Lafe. Cursing your lack of foresight, you return to the balcony for the Crockside dowel you left on a pedestal. Navigate the hallway leery of your dad, who is presently puzzling over the new fixtures on this hallway. The perfect crime. You retrieve the Crockside dowel. Dad just shrugs and heads back downstairs, presumably to do more baking. John, if only he knew how hard at work. If only he knew how you were. What is this sentence? If only he knew you were hard at work saving his ass. John, use Crockside dowel and totem laugh. You clamp the Crockside in the laugh. John, activate the laugh. The left card is one totem. You take the totem. Alright, I use the left to make this blue shapy thing. Now I guess I take it back to the Alchemitter again? Hello? Huh. Connection lost. No. Ooh, what is this? I'm gonna take a break now. This calls for a break. Oh, this calls for a break. Okay, I can tell I need some water. What's that? Spooky. Okay. Boop, I'm gone now. Break time. Oh wait, do I keep... Wait, no, I'm back. Boom. This is the proper waiting string. Okay. I'll come back. I just need a little break. Make a spin, now you're in with the techno set. Going surfing on the internet. While talking about the Sharpie incident. A classic tale of Homestuck fandom. Was it like fake or something? Wasn't it like fake? I don't know. I think it was like something else that was fake or like greatly exaggerated. I don't know. Okay. We are... Oh, let me switch back. Ah, thank you. Thank you for like watching, if you plan on watching like the whole thing. It might help, honestly. I know when I was watching Homestuck, I was having a hard time just sitting and like reading it myself. I'm not a reader. Okay. A young lady. I'm making sure I have the setup back. Yeah. Okay. Everything's good. Everything's good. A young lady stands in her bedroom. Due to a violent storm, her house has just lost power along her wireless internet connection. It has severed a link to a popular video game she was playing with a young man at a critical moment. That young man is relying on this young lady to reestablish connection somehow. This young lady is named. It's on the tip of their tongue. What's the name of this young lady again? Flighty Broad. No, that wasn't it. One more time. Rose Lalonde. Examine room. Your name is Rose. As previously mentioned, you are without electricity. Although your laptop computer is still functional on battery power, you have a variety of interests. You have a passion for rather obscure literature. You enjoy creative writing and are somewhat secretive about it. You have a fondness for the bestially strange and fictitious, and sometimes dabble in psychoanalysis. You also like to knit, and your room is a bit of a mess. And on occasion, if just the right one strikes your fancy, you like to play video games with your friends. What will you do? Rose, retrieve arms from the purple box. The bubble package content are private. No one is allowed to look inside. Rose, writhe like a flagellum and puke on your bed. Ah, what a terrible idea. The thought alone makes you sick your stomach. Rose, stroke writing journal and matter, my precious. You would only resort to such an embarrassing activity while no one is watching. Well, no one was watching. His journals are for your eyes only. John, get the violin. You capture the violin, storing it the root. You capture the violin, storing it the root card of your cell deck. I feel like a word is missing here. I'm not gonna be the one to judge that. I'm not. the creator of this is like super talented with English, and I'm like English second language, so. Rose, play a haunting refrain on the violin. You waste approximately 40 seconds playing the violin while your friend is in peril. Nice time managing. Nice time management skills there, sweetheart. John, tell Liv Tyler you love her before impact. Since your good-for-nothing friend is obviously not going to bail you out in time, you issue words of parting fondness to dear sweet Liv. Oh, if only Affleck could have been the one to make the final sacrifice instead of our stubborn blue-collar, salt-of-the-earth father. Then she would fall into your arms for consolation, and you would be the one to make the deceased Bruce Willis proud. John, capture log needing supply bag. You get the knitting bag. It occupies a left leaf card under violin. Per the three modus alphabetical sorting method. QV. Rose, look out window. Your panoramic window offers a view of your yard below and the mausoleum holding your dead cats. Jaspers, who died when you were young. Your mom had this structure erected with a spirit of scornful irony in response to your youthfully innocent request to hold a funeral for the animal. At least this is how you have come to interpret the gesture in retrospect. You can also make out the silhouette of the laboratory next door, a facility which likely broadcasts a strong wireless internet signal. You may be able to connect to the signal from a different part of the house. Perhaps if you seek a higher ground? Rose, get laptop. So good. Good column 3-ing in the chat. The critters are column 3-ing. You take your laptop and prepare to make the journey through the house. So I guess the inventory of rows like adapts itself based on the alphabetical order. This causes the tree to be unbalanced, so your X auto-balances itself. Now the laptop occupies a root card, while the other two items comprise the leaves. John, examine book on desk. Grimoire for summoning the zoologically dubious. This book is absolutely indispensable for enthusiasts of your ilk, of which there are very few. John, take a look. No, Rose, take a look. Take the grimoire. Rose, go explore the house. Leave the bedroom. Hanging just next to your door in the hallway is a painting of an exquisite wizard. Your mother collects these awful things ironically. She must know how much you detest them. There is no doubt in your mind she stores these dreadful things in the house to bother you. Down the hall to the right is the way to the observatory. Perhaps you will be able to connect from up here, from up there. Your mother's room is also in that direction. You will have to watch your steps. Rose, tiptoe to observatory. You approach a juncture in the hallway. Beyond the juncture is the observatory. Ooh. Rose, sneak by. This door leads up to the observatory. You haven't ventured up there in quite some time. Rose, go through the door. The door opens to an exterior walkway leading to the observatory entrance. You've seen less inclement weather before. All the things you'll do to help out a friend. Hurry up to that observatory. Rose, try to connect. You first put your laptop down the floor to get it situated. But removing it from the root causes all the branches to leaves, all causes all the branches and leaves to be severed. Your items are dumped unceremoniously on the floor. Rose, see what you can observe. You're in a hurry, sure, but that doesn't mean you can take a moment to peek through a huge telescope. You find a gap in the clouds. It seems a flurry of smaller meteoroids are streaking steadily overhead. You're not sure what this means, but it is somewhat disconcerting. Rose, tag laptop on Grimoire to maximize elevation. You'll need every advantage you can get. Rose, access laboratory Wi-Fi network. Whoa. Okay. There are several signals being broadcasted from the laboratory, each of relatively decent strength. One of them is a mysteriously and quite conveniently insecure. I need to sneeze. I can't sneeze, actually. No. No. No, it's doing a thing. It's doing a thing. I'll be fine. The story is that, like... Okay. We're playing as Rose right now. This is Rose. She's playing a game with John, who you see, like, she's connected to John, to the computer. Yeah, this is John. She's connecting to, like, view his room. They're playing a video game together, and it's, like, weird, because it's, like, summoning meteorites. One of them is Monsieur... Yeah. Select the signal and reconnect to the game with John. So thank you. Thank you for, like, enjoying my stuff. Thank you. I'm back. Hurry up and open my door. That even matters. I think I'm probably dead no matter what. Patience, you still haven't used a new totem. Huh? I believe it will create the item on the punch card. So, what is it? Is it like an apple or something? What good would that even do? We'll see. I found no evidence that anyone has successfully created the item. And, oops, sorry. Ooh. And the content of the card appears to be variable from session to session. In one instance, it was described as an eggy-looking thing. Do we have enough of those building jewels to make it? According to Athenium, it is a free item. This speaks to its importance, in my view. Now off you go. Rose, remove doors from hinges. There goes the rest of your belt wrist. Rose, put bathtub back. You probably should have done this in the first place. John, take totem to Alchemitor. Got to get those stupid blocks out of the way first. The Colonel Sprite is getting awfully worked up about all this. Rose, remove blocks. You stored a perfectly generated object in your Vernaliage registry, potentially to be deployed at a later time. Oh? John, take bite of apple. End of Act 1. Years in the future, but not many. A wayward vagabond records a staggering step in the sun-bleached dust. Actually, I'm gonna take a short break. Very short. Very short. Damn. I love taking breaks. Nearing the end of Act 5. You're far in. Yeah, you're far in. Let me do a plot sheet check. Still good. No more extra pages for me to read. Act 6, yeah. Act 6 is about half the comic. Do I keep going? I guess I could read some more. Yeah, I can read some more. I don't think I'll be able to reach up 426 now. Like maybe tomorrow or another day. Just keep going. Okay. Years in the future, but not many. A wayward vagabond records a stuttering step in the sun-bleached dust. Act 2. Let's read this. Spirit Beta Walkthrough, version 1.0, April 13, 2009, by Technical Therapist. Table of contents, caveats and condolences. Walkthrough incomplete. Caveats and condolences. Okay, that's a big one. I'd be inclined to dispense with the rights even under less pressing circumstances. Needless to say, I'll forego the inscrutable ASCII banner, which typically revolves a striking free fall of these documents. I'll also resist the urge to brandish any copyright marks or the particular neurosis that concerned itself with the theft of the early mundane. I'll allow other deranged prospectors to stake claims on their worthless plot as the woods burn around them. My introduction will be sparse. There'll be no majestic prose blustering into the sails of a galleon as we embark on this voyage together. Nor will there be any ham-fisted prose whipping its limbs under a bedsheet, like a stupid ghost for that matter. I won't set the stage or dim the lights. The mood you will see, it will be set. The mood you will see will be set soon enough. Since you are reading this, chances have you have installed this game on your computer already. If this is true, like many other, you have just participated in bringing about the end of the world. But don't beat yourself up about it. There was never anything you could have done to prevent it. The end is happening right now as I type and as you read. I have come to understand that we were always doomed through our collective ignorance, and now further doomed by those few who know and struggle to flee. If you're lucky, you'll be among the smaller subset of the latter who are successful. What I mean is, while the game you install is just one more grinding slab of rock sealing our planet's script, it is also your only hope to live. I'm presently faced with the same conundrum as you. And though I speak with more experience, my own outcome is far more assured. I will play the game, as much of it as there is to play, and I record my findings here. If you want to live, you will do as I instruct. My condolences. TT. The kernel divides, the two halves go their separate ways, leaving behind the sprite portion. Boy! What is left of the sprite undergoes a mysterious transformation. For a moment you thought you heard someone say boy, as if whispered in the periphery of your awareness. It was probably just your imagination, though. You there, boy! Ooh, right. Mouse arrow keys. Can walk around. It's a video game. Peek over the railing. Getting close to the railing makes you a little nervous. It's a long way down. Maybe I'll just zoom in a bit. Yeah. What's that? It looks different now. After you bit that apple, your whole house seemed to be transported somewhere. And then the apple disappeared and the kernel sprite underwent a transformation. Aside from the change in appearance, the transformation doesn't seem to have any relevant ramifications. This large platform, good grief, what is it, boy? The alchemister created the apple, or the tree that sprouted it, rather, right on time to save you from destruction. You're not sure if you can say the same from your neighborhood, though. You wonder what happened to your dad. Like I said, with the strife thing that happened, seeing this stuff to me was like so cool. You open a page and then, yeah, this is like a game now. Boy, open this door and walk through it. And you can wander around. Boy, go in there. Observe this box. The bunny is not in the box. I said the bunny is not in the box. Why couldn't the bunny be in the box? You there, boy? What? Investigate this device. John, are you here? It seems you are still connected to the internet. Rose is trying to get in touch with you. You will reply in a moment once you have fully assessed the situation. This funny man text. You should ignore it. Just looking at the covers cracks you up. What a great book. Harry Anderson is your hero, and Mike Cave in his glowing treatment of the man does him every bit of justice. You have to give him another read soon. You have to give this another read soon. This huge sewing machine. Of what use is it? The punch cards seem to contain the instructions for carving a totem of a certain shape. Guess maybe other punch cards would produce different shapes? Bears further exploration. Boy, look through this window. Oh. At least your tire swing remains unmolested. A tree without a tire swing is like a house without a surrounding neighborhood, I guess. Inspect this ghastly man and his boy. Fred Savage has such a punchable face. Your ass, more like a talented young actor's face. Who would you want to hang out with if you got the chance? And also, if he were not a fully grown man now. Anyway, the thought of monsters lurking in your house scares the shit out of you. Which is why this movie is so awesome. But the fact that those monsters could also be your best friends what makes it doubly awesome. Is that John Cusack? Yeah, I guess so, but damn, that door be covering up your man's cage. Something serious. That ain't cool. Armed foes of the deceased? Most people say the second one was not as great as the first, but you feel just the opposite. It was really cool and sort of gross how they hose each other down with slime and that made people angry. DG refers to the film as Nashi Manro Pukake Theater, whatever the hell that means. Marvel at this adventure in outer space. This movie is really bad. Not even you can defend it. You've been meaning to take this poster down, actually. Okay, let's exit the house. Go out of the door, it is not here. What is down here? Proceed, boy. Proceed, John. John, proceed. Open this. Dad's room is still locked. Boy, no, here. Now go back. No, keep moving. Believe me, you have no intention of turning your head to observe this dreadful thing. A small dessert tray? Useless. In retrospect, that's pretty funny when your dad pied you like that. Got shot again by your old man. What is the meaning of this rubbish? Okay, even you have to admit this one's pretty funny. Hehe. Use this to seal the opening there. If only I can move. If only putting this lid back on a crux shooter would undo all this down. Alas, Pandora's tube has been opened. Move this absurd edifice and exit your house, boy. This thing is weighed a ton. You'd honestly be surprised if the game cursor could lift it, or at least not without a significant expense of grist. Of all the places for Rose to drop this infernal thing, more than ever you feel, what's the word you're looking for? Of course, house trapped. Destroy these primitive sorters of merriment. It hardly seems worth it to go to the bother. You doubt you could get much for them at the garage sale even. Maybe a grubby palm of pennies and a kick in the nuts for the whole lot of them. Wheel is an instrument of combat. Any of these things would make a fine weapon, if only your strike wasn't already allocated. Oh well. Stow a lump of soot for future use, boy. That stuff is really dirty. You don't want it. Besides, you have it on good authority. It's just that a significant portion of it is comprised of abastosh. I don't know what that is. Double discern immediately. Don't be disrespectful to your nana. You just won't do it. Or not intentionally, at least. You consider that it is unfortunate she's no longer around to witness the sorrow. On the other hand, there probably benefits from her elderly wisdom now. Here? This is a mess, boy. You're so glad your dad wasn't watching when you did this. He never would have let you hear the end of it. What is this? Inspect this merry band of performers. Cirque du Soleil once failed a restraining order against your father. You were never so embarrassed in your life. Damn. I don't think I ever bothered to try to read all this. Operate this instrument. You play your favorite haunting refrain. This man is an imbecile. Ignore him. He's alright. It looks like he doesn't take himself too seriously and knows how to have a good time. We can only assume your dad hung it crooked to make it look more whimsical. Look here! Oh, that's spooky. It's dark out here. You can't see anything for miles. Seek the reaches... The game... It's getting really intense now, John. Will you stop playing? Thank you. It was really good, John. Don't worry, but we're trying to read. Seek the riches he guards below. This one offers a friendly wave, but yeah, this really is just another stupid piece of shit. Open this iron vault, boy. You don't know the combination. Disregard is nonsense. Your dad used this stuff. Uses stuff sometimes to dazzle you with this silly vaudevillian escapades. Really, you couldn't roll your eyes hard enough to notice this corny act. The piano, reading while the piano's going is like making me mad. Disregard is nonsense. Your dad uses stuff sometimes. It's like also loud in my ears. Okay. Your dad used this stuff sometimes to dazzle you with his silly vaudevillian escapades. Really, you couldn't roll your eyes hard enough in his corny act. Read unpleasant literature. Serious Gesture magazine, for those whom cluming around is serious business. Just like the internet. Consume not. You would, but you're not sure if this dark realm has any hospitals. Right click. Disregard is nonsense. Okay, it's the same. Return to the large room with the gross paintings. This way through the door, like you see in a cowboy saloon. Plunder chest. Would you like to play a game? Okay. Examine his artwork. Wow. Your dad was so proud you do this, he hung it up immediately and saved it ever since. That was 1 week ago. Beacon bowl of goo. Whatever your dad went, he seems to have left in a hurry. For all his absurdities you have to put up with, you sure wish he was here right now. Sample powder and cooked dessert. Back you miserable wench, stay thy choking airborne particulates of temptation. What is this sentence? Boy, no, here. The book. This book is too big for a young stupid boy. Colin Sassacres is your favorite book. Almost as favorite as Wise Guide. They are both your favoritist of all time. Open this door now. Open these and rifle through them for goods. You don't give a shit about what's in there. Probably nothing you'd be inclined to use now anyway. This is no time for laundry. You're right, thank you for being sensible about it. Exit, boy. Oh my gosh, there's like the whole outside too. Admire this well-mounted gadget. To some mysterious force, your house still seems to be powered, even though the wires are severed. Quite bizarre. Ponder law amusement. Your childhood nemesis, the spring-mounted pogo ride, sadly was not swallowed by the void. You still have to wait another day for its comeuppance. Boy, engage this mangled trapeze display. Looks like your swing set is toast. You relieve fond memories in a moment of sorrow. Oh? Claim these dangling tree babble. The trick handcuffs are still here. Still there. Thank God. And no, you're not about to try to claim them just now. I always have struggled with like, there, here, this, that. Like even if I have to read it in front of me, I still like mess them up. I think I'm done here. That was a lot. That was a lot for one page now. I thought... Okay. Okay, I think this is good for now. Boy, quit all this scurrying around. For the last time, this boy's name is John. Fine, John. Return to the quarters. You go back to your bedroom, tiptoeing around this weird petroleum-based sludge. Now, John, respond to your friend's unit. John, are you there? Yeah, I'm here, and not dead, I think. I know, I've been watching you scramble through your house like a lunatic. You should have answered me sooner. Oh man, sorry, I was looking around for my dad and I can't find him anywhere. Have you seen him? No, I'm sure he'll turn up. We have more important things to address right now. Yeah, like, where am I? I don't know that either, but I've determined your neighborhood was destroyed by the meteor. Wherever you were transported, it saved you from the impact. You are reading reports in the news. I've been reading reports in the news over the last few days. There has been many smaller meteorites collisions with people's homes around the world. and they seem to be getting bigger. Yours was the biggest I've identified so far. Wow, okay. So I guess this is all the game's doing. Then the point is for us to save the world? Perhaps. Then we'd better get moving and figure this game out. Yeah, but wait. We should retrieve your PDA yet again. It will help to keep tabs on each other while you investigate. I think I can get closer to it if I can replenish our grid supply somewhat. There may be a way to recycle some of that we already used. Okay. I'll meet you out on the balcony. Ooh. Wait, Rose, one thing. What? You never wished me a happy birthday. Hello? I was working on something to send you, but I was running late on it. I didn't want you to think I believed meager well wishes alone would suffice for the occasion. That said, happy birthday, John. Haha, oh jeez, that is silly. Anyway, thanks. First, take fabric item on the floor there. The towel? Why? Oh well, you're the boss. You capture the towel. What now? Do what the proposed text says. To the balcony. John makes his way to the balcony per your awkwardly worded request. Wait, take that! The blue wobbly thing! You whimsically decide to capture the totem which was used to create the apple tree earlier. John, recycle the grist as was dictated by your cohorts. John cannot do anything with the grist at this moment. That is up to the spirit player. I see. Yes, that will suffice. Rose deletes the perfectly generated object. 6 units of baled grist are restored to your grist cache. Oh, did I skip something? No, okay. Rose expands the grist to drag a new plank from the balcony in the direction of the PDA. Run! Run! Not run. John, run across precariously platform swiftly. John isn't sure about that. It's a long way down. Boy! As said, make haste on the narrow catwalk. John is very nervous about the idea, and the strident tone of your command is starting to make him a little upset. Fine, proceed as your level of comfort dictates. Boop, 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 boop. You cautiously walk within the range of the PDA. Rose retrieves it. Now take it. Okay, launches one of the Harlequin dolls and takes the PDA. The last item goes out. You grab the PDA, launching one of the Harlequin's figurines into the night. You can kiss that one goodbye. Oh, let's see. Submitting inquiry of concern over cataclysmic event. Pipe fan 1413. Reply. Seraph of Health wardrobe. Neighboring house struck by flaming projectile in light of fire hazard. Evacuating house of all expensive garment. Good luck, Fedora Freak. Salvage as many hat as is practical. Fedora Freak, you are in our thoughts, along with Pipefan 413 and his enviable collection of pipes. Thank you all. Report most hats removed from danger. Ties next. Following matters have been submitted in a frank and forthright matter of Pipefan 413's judicious appraisal. Just one arrow command will suffice, thanks. It looks like you're not the only one trying to locate your father after the disaster. These boring men are uninteresting. John, are you okay? You seem a bit tentative. I'm fine, I guess. Since I got here, I feel compelled to do these weird things I don't really want to do. By some kind of voice that I can't really even hear. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Perhaps the early symptom of an anxiety disorder, like post-traumatic stress? Yeah, maybe, who knows? Well, if you can pull yourself together, there are a few more things we should try, like prototyping the kernel sprite again if possible. We should hurry, my laptop's battery won't last forever. Okay, I will go back inside. No, don't do that. Hop off the ledge onto that car. What? No, that sounds incredibly dangerous. Next. Now you're just being a pest. Which turnip truck did you just tumble out of anyway? Who are you? Years in the future, but not many. An unsealed tunnel welcomes hot desert hair into its stagnant depth. Boy! You there, boy! Ooh. Oh gosh, it's one of these again. I want to hit the 300 mark, but like, I don't think I'll be able to do it. An examination of the basics. Upon connecting with the client user, you, the server user, will be met with a control panel allowing you to manipulate your co-player's environment. You'll find that you're allowed to deploy 4 items at no expense. 3 of these items are rather large machines and 1 is a punch card. It's quite possible that you have already deployed some of these items before reading this. If this is the case, then you have activated the machine called the Crux Shooter, such that it displays a countdown. You must proceed to section A100 of this walkthrough immediately. The life of your client's user depends on it. And if your co-player has activated this device in your environment too, then yours does as well. But if not, please refrain from doing anything with the Crux Shooter. Aside from merely deploying it, this will buy us some time to think things through properly and to go over the basics of the game before you find your soft, easily punctured head in the jaws of the lion. As mentioned, there are 4 items to consider, each playing a role in the process which appears to have a singular purpose. A manufactured object out of thin air. My voice is getting tired. The designer of the game, judging by the language used, regard this process as a sort of alchemy. This may allude to complexities in the production process yet to present themselves. But for now, the variety of objects you're able to create remains quite limited. The items in questions are the Crux Shooter, again tread lightly with this one, the Totem Laugh, the Alchemator, and the Pre-Punch card. I'll describe how these devices work in conjunction with each other. I will use the analogy of having key made at a hardware store to help you understand. First deploy all of these objects in convenience proximity of each other. Be sure not to block doors or pathway with them. You can always revise the dimensions of rooms to make space for them, but advise against it, or even experimenting with the function. Doing so comes at the expense of Build Grist, commodity which appears to be a premium at the 1 cent, and one you'd best advise to save for later. The Crux Shooter. Removing the leads and signals the moment your life becomes great, whirling, batshit, pandemonium, somewhat somewhat resembling the chaos of an especially ethnic wedding. Somewhere a sounded uncle deliberately shattered china on the floor. Muddy livestock is decorated and then lost track of. The question, whose mule is this at time, can be heard over the din. This is now your reality. What are you on about, Rose? But aside from that, it marks the beginning process I'm about to describe. The countdown begins, yes. Also, an entity called the Kernel Sprite is released. But neither of these things are all that relevant to this process, to my knowledge. More on these things later. What is relevant is the unlimited Crook's Shooter ability to dispense Crookside Dowels. It will dispense at least one, though I suspect it is capable of producing more, given the parameters I'm not yet familiar with. In my key-making analogy, these dowels represent the uncarved pieces of metal which the hardware store employee retrieve from a drawer or a rack and set about carving into the key. The two following items are needed to do the carving. The pre-punched card. It is a simple Cinelex card containing an item. There is evidence to suggest the specific item it contains is variable from session to session. The card I deployed contained a blue apple. Yours may be different. It shouldn't matter, hopefully. Additionally, the card, as you may guess, is punched, like one used with antique computing system. The pattern of holes comprise data, which I believe correspond to the instructions for creating the item the card contains. That it is pre-punched suggests there is a way to punch an unpunched card, possibly imprinting it with the data for the item it contains, though no mechanism for this has presented itself yet. But the data on the card cannot be used to create an item directly. There is a middleman. The middleman is a totem laugh. I need to drink water, yes. Thank you. I will do that immediately. Okay, I'm here. I'm gonna stop after this. I'm stopping after this. The totem laugh. This is essentially the key carving machine. It will carve into the Crookside dowel a pattern of grooves and contours, the sort of which makes a key unique. The instructions for this pattern are supplied by the punch card, which is inserted into laugh pre-activation to configure its chisel. Once the dowel is carved, you have a totem serving as your key, which can then be used to unlock the card item through the alchemimeter. But at this point, I will diverge from my key-making analogy and switch to barcode analogy, which is not a terribly strenuous leap to make, since the concepts of a key and a barcode are essentially the same, one being a unique pattern of grooves, the other of varying black lines. The alchemimeter. If you place a Crookside dowel, carved or uncarved, on an alchemimeter's small pedestal, its robotic arm will scan the contour with a laser, and it's a barcode analogy. This is the machine's way of reading the data originally printed in the card and transforming the data into a physical object. Though typically this is not done without expense, I believe. An uncarved dowel results in a creation of a perfectly generic object, which is a seemingly useless green cube. It costs 2 units of build grist to make, and I do not advise you to waste resources on it. There appears to be many other varieties of grist, ostensibly used in combination to create different sort of items, which possibly offers some insight into the game's use of the term alchemy. But quite conveniently, there is an exception to this. Trading the item on the pre-punch card costs nothing. This is good because trading this item turns out to be essential. Now that you notice, you can, in your own time, begin the process. Once you initiate it, naturally, there is no going back, so best to be prepared. But you probably shouldn't drag your fate too long. As I mentioned earlier, this is your only means of escape. When you're ready, prepare to follow the steps of the next section swiftly. AM 100, so your correct shooter is ticking. Do this to live. Oh my gosh. That was a long one. The person who bought the plushie number like 272 just like, oh, wait, I think a new, yeah, new plushie sold. New plushie sold. Spin. Spin more. Let's go. In the distance, meteorite falls with greater frequency. The fire in the forest burns so hot, not even the rain is putting it out. Rose, check status of battery. Your laptop battery is alright for now, it won't be for long. If the power in the house doesn't come back on, you can think of one last resort. The small backup generator is stored behind the mausoleum. Rose, prototype sprite with Betty Crocker box. What? Oh man, you're going to use that? That sucks. What a stupid idea. We have to hurry along. I'm running low on battery power. But the cake mix, that's so dumb. I doubt it matters. Might as well just use any old crap laying around. Fine, I guess. The sprite is playing hard to get. I guess that's what you get for originally prototyping into something that engenders mischief and prankerism. Do the potted vegetable instead. It looks delicious. Pipe down, you. This is Rose's decision, not yours. Rose, prototype sprite with Sasaker's text. Oh yes, sweet. Now we're talking. See? See if you can distract it. I'll try to sneak up on it. John, flail about in a distracting manner. The sprite finds it this distracting manner in which you flail about. Rather distracting. The pesky sprite eludes you again. Not even the great colonel himself can outfox it. In narrowly missing your attempt to create the colonel sprite, you drop the massive tone. The entire house rattles under the astonishing girth of the book. Why? Okay, why is it? It's not colonel, it's colonel? Colonel. Why is it pronounced colonel? Colonel. Why? Colonel Sprite. Also, I started reading Vast Terror like forever ago. Like forever ago. I think I read through all of it and there wasn't that much to it. At least compared to like now. It's probably like 10 times longer now, but it was alright. I'm assuming it's a lot more interesting now. But I kind of just went through it and I was like, okay. More plushie? More plushie? It is more plushie, yeah. One more. This calls for a spin. Spin. Speed. Oh. So hey loot. Hey loot. That was my bone cracking. Hey loot. I'm gonna end this very soon actually. My voice is getting tired, but I wanna reach 300. I wanna reach 300. Colonel. Okay. On the other room, the Nana's ashes dump onto the sprite, which is caught unaware by the dowsing. Look at this here. Look. There's a spooky. There's a spooky on the side here. Inspect Hagash. Inspect Hagash incident. I'm losing my voice. You find the sacred urn toppled again. This time you're quite sure it wasn't your fault. The sprite is nowhere to be found. Rose, remove crook shooter from doorway. Oh man, where'd it go? Can't find it anywhere on the house. No time to worry about it. Next thing we should do is get your server copy of the game from the car. You need to connect to my client so you can repeat your steps and presumably join you. So I can repeat your steps and presumably join you wherever you are. You should do this quickly before my house burns down. What, does a fire? There will be soon. Oh geez, so move this thing already. It looks like it requires a lot of grist to move. I don't have enough to relocate the door either. How much do you have? 0. I thought about jumping to the car from the ladder earlier, but that sounds really dangerous. I have a bad idea. Meet me upstairs. Do what the purple words say. You are about to head upstairs, but you thought you heard something behind you. It was faint, but you could swear it was a small, light-hearted chuckle. Something along the lines of a spirited Ignore this woman's antic. You're not sure you even saw a woman, let alone any of her hypothetical antics. But whatever it is that you might have caught a glimpse of, it sure gave you the willies. You head upstairs. On your way to the balcony, PDA is acting up again. Indulge in the vice, but be curt with it. Hey bro, check it out, I'm working on some new rhymes. Dude, I don't have time for your nutty raps. Come on, this is hell of hills, just listen. It sounds like you don't even believe me that I was about to get blown up. But I really was, and now I'm in some weird dimension and that spirit sent me to or something. And now, on top of that, I think I'm being haunted by my dead grandma. For real? Yeah, it's true, but I'll talk to you later about it. I think I could drop some sick rhyme about all this. Man, I see it. Man, see, I just don't think all that rapping stuff is really as cool as you think it is. No, this will be dope, check it. Dope. This'll be dope, check it. No, I have to go, bye. Wait. Armageddon's getting waged on us, but I'm getting armed and dangerous, sending men in space, saving us. See which players more courageous, Ben or Bruce, dudes rich or truths. Put their blow shoots to use and shock it. Affleck's sacrifice. Will have to suffice. Oh, fuck it, bro. Be a stained glass saint up on the cross, getting hella Christ plagiarious. Brutus like off the crucifix. Enough of this fucking savior of us. Restrain his ass for McLean Redux, while Buscemi remain dangerous. When the plan goes astray, pays off a wasted Cretaceous ashtray catering to layers of Matt McConaughey vague remainder dust. Wait, McConaughey wasn't even in one of those Meteor movies, was he? I'll have to make a rap about, I don't know, Morgan Freeman or something. Being the president will be called Obama made it so that no one gives a shit about black presidents anymore in movies anymore. See, you've got to fill me in on what's going on. So I have something to rap about besides all the your Thomas movies. Thank you, Dave. I mean TG. TG. Forget everything you ever just said. TG. Their name of this unknowable person is TG. Enough strange poetry from the red text. You head out to the balcony to find out what Rose has in mind. She's messaging you again. The purple text is less irrational than the red text. I'm lifting up the car to the balcony. Well, okay. Once it is up, retrieve the game, then I'll put it back down the right way. But the door is locked. Then break a window. But it's my dad's car. It's just a window. It's just some sort of emergency. Otherwise, I promise I'll handle the car with velvet gloves. All right. Rose, pick up car. I technically considered like the name of the characters, saying them in advance before they're introduced to the spoiler, because the comic go out of this way to refer to characters by their online handles until we actually like get to know their names. If you check the love episode, nowhere when Manon's like explaining things, never at any point does Manon they reveal the names of the characters. They're very meticulous about this, writing this. Ridiculous folly! Inexcusable! You're inclined to agree, but hey, accident happens. Double check your PDA to make sure Rose is really gone. Indeed, it seems to be the case. GG is still pestering you, of course, but another chum is now logged in as well. What color are the words what color are the words that this chum says? I'm back! Oh, hi. I went to investigate the explosion I heard. Was it by any chance a meteor? Yeah. Yes. How do you know? Aw, man, it's kind of a long story. Anyway, are you okay? Did you blow up your yard or start a fire or anything? No, I'm fine. I lit it a pretty good ways from my house and I went to look at it. It's pretty big, but Beck doesn't want me to go near it, so I can home. He seems to think it's dangerous. Well, gosh, it's probably right. Anyway, what have you been up to, John? Oh, did you get my package yet? Well, I was trying to get it, but Rose dropped my car into a weird, spooky, bottomless pit, and the package was in the car, and I'm really sorry about that. Oh no. Wow, okay, I guess I should start at the beginning. See, a meteor blew up my neighborhood. That's terrible, John, I'm so sorry. But I'm okay, and my house is too, sort of. The game I was telling you about, Spirit, which I was playing with Rose, sort of transported me somewhere in the last minute. Now I'm trapped here and it's weird and dark and I can't find my dad and I just lost the car and my copy of the game and is in a pit and I think I have to save the world from the apocalypse. Well, it sounds really crazy and kind of scary, but it also kind of sounds exciting. I don't know, John, maybe this is your destiny. If anyone can save the world, I think it's probably is you. Wow, you think so? Yeah. Well, okay, but it's not even that simple. I was about to connect to Rose to help transport her and save her from meteors and fire and stuff. But she lost battery power and I lost the game disc. And I think I have to get TG to use his copy to save her. But that jackass won't shut up and start rapping about stuff. He's so silly. Anyway, I should talk to him about it. So, BRB. The green text was attractive. Now view the red text again. Oh no. When the film crew zooms or the president is at, I'm like if that dude's black ale eats my hat. Turns out he is. We're all damn directors got gumption. Like we're all flip our shit. He had shining shoes or something. It's called emancipation. Emancipation. If it's not press selection, it's got ascension. In Bruce Almighty, whoops, different Bruce from the one I just mentioned. Arg! Got to explain to me what it. This ain't condescension to think I'll shit a brick. Not even he can convey the intention with his quick spun wit. Rather defray all this tension, sit on his lap while he whistled a splint in some guy's eyes what he does and patronizes. I guess New York City is the mothers of invention. Stop rapping for a second, you. Stop rapping for a second, you horse's ass. I have something important to talk about. What's up? Rose is in trouble and she needs help. I was going to connect to her with Spirit, but I lost my copy. Okay. Also, she lost battery power. If she can't get back up and running, she'll need someone with the game to get her out of there before her house burns down. Oh, I'm struggling. So I think you should use your copy of the game to join her, to help her. My copy? That's going to be tough. Why? I lost it. It's a stupid story and I'd rather not talk about it. Should be embarrassing, yo. I thought you said you had two? Well, yeah, one's my brother's copy. Well, okay, well, get this then. Alright, but it's not gonna be happy about that. Whatever. Also, you might want to read Rose's walkthrough to get up to speed on this. Oh man. What? Nothing really. Look, all I'm saying is a girl tends to lay it on kind of thick, you know? Rose eyes. I mean, critters. Critters of the forest. What does it mean to lay it on kind of thick? Can someone tell me what it means? Your laptop is out of battery power. There's only one thing left to do. Time to make your way to that backup generator. Rose, neat laptop cozy to shield your laptop from the rain. It would be such a waste of time. Besides, you already knitted one a while ago. Retrieve it from your knitting bag and apply it to your laptop. You capture log the laptop plus cozy. Rose, equip Grimoire to strive specimens. That would be incredibly ill-advised. There are some dark forces you just don't want to mess around with. You understand this better than most. You put the book down. Rose, recapture all your items. You grab the knitting bag and the grimoire in that order. It's always a logistical puzzle with your tree. Modus. The tree auto-balances, leaving the knitting bag accessible in the root card. Rose allocates knitting needles to strike specimens. You feel a lot more comfortable with this as your weapon. You're so handy with these. You're so handy with those needles. You feel like you could probably use them to fillet a swordfish. You lose a root card in the process, severing the tree. Hey, be careful with that stuff. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, I think we're good. 300. There's only 128 to go. I think I can do that in one stream. One more stream. Unless I read more. Rose, need plush cuddle Cthulhu to soothe nerves. No, we're good. We're gonna stop here. I'm gonna stop here. 127 to go. We're doing good progress. Doing very good progress, yes. Okay. Yep. I never know how to like wrap this kind of thing up. I don't know when's the next time I'll stream this, but I will at some point. And the next time will probably be the last, unless I'm like... The next one will probably be the last unless some miracle happens and a bunch of plushies get sold. We'll see. We'll see. But for now, I say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Have a good night. Have a good day. Have a good evening. Have a good morning. Whatever is happening in your life right now. Have a good time. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.